Red flag is a red flag.
Ooh.
Come on.
And I think that a green is a green is a green. Like, I don't think there's any in between. You are either lazy or you're not lazy.
Jeez.
You're either, a drug addict or you're not a drug addict.
Wow.
Who is CRO? Because I know.
Okay,
Bree,
so this is my
don't
point.
live up there.
This is
You
my
told me you're
point.
hanging with Bree.
But
So what's that?
This is my point.
It's
though,
not a beef thing. It's not a beef thing.
It's not even a beef thing, but it will turn into one.
Your mother-in-law wants to stay with you after you've just got married to teach you how to be a wife to their son.
Red flag.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of W Lounge Podcast. I'm Chrissy.
I'm Bree.
And I'm Riri.
Hi, everybody. So today we're mixing it up a little bit and we're going to play a game.
Sweet.
So you're going to hear me go into my presenter, Bruce Forsyth.
Hey.
I do like Brucey, yeah? So I'm going to channel him, all right?
Yeah.
Ladies, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Red Flag, Green Flag. As you can see in front of you, you have 3 flags. You have a red flag, a green flag, and a yellow flag.
Cool.
Now, I am going to be reading out statements, and you are to raise your red flag, green flag, or yellow flag. Now, you can only raise your yellow flag once.
Right.
Oh.
Ladies, contestants, do you understand the rules of the game?
100%.
Yes.
And are you ready to play?
I'm going to try.
Are you ready to play?
Yeah.
Yes.
Red flag, green flag.
Yeah, I'm buzzing.
Come on, let's make some noise. Woo! Okay.
Okay.
Buzzing.
So these are going to happen very quickly. And
Yeah.
I need you to also say red or green.
Okay.
Okay.
Or yellow. Okay, so remember, yellow flag is to be used only once.
Sweet.
Okay?
Okay.
Fantastic. So, 3, 2, 1. Your partner has a female best friend.
Red flag. Sorry,
Red
it's not a
flag.
race, is it?
Red
They
flag.
clap every time the plane lands.
Green flag. I'm a believer in God, so definitely a green flag. for
No,
me.
just a little internal thank you, God will do.
Okay, so that's a red flag from
for
Serena.
me.
They don't believe in anniversaries.
Red flag.
Okay, Serena's also put the red flag up.
Red flag.
They chew with their mouth open.
Red
Red
flag.
flag. Come
Yeah.
on.
Okay.
2 red flags.
They text you all day.
Red flag.
Red flag.
Okay. Has introduced every girlfriend to his family.
Red flag. Absolutely.
I don't even know how that's
Make up
possible.
your
Red flag.
goddamn mind.
Okay. Wanting to share locations.
Red flag.
Share locations.
Yeah.
Yes.
Green
I
flag.
know where you at.
Okay.
Stalker.
Gets you an engagement ring with a loan.
It's okay. Whatever needs to be done needs to be done. Like,
Yellow.
I need the
Oh,
ring.
okay. So
Yellow.
Brenda
I
has
know about
used
that one. I know about
her
that one.
yellow flag. Serena
I know about
has
that one.
raised her green. No
Well,
problem.
I said go for it. Like, I need to get
Not
married.
sending
Bring it
morning
on.
texts.
Red flag.
Not sending morning texts.
Yeah.
I don't care.
We'll put one up then.
I don't know what. It's not green. It's not red. It's just what. Send an evening text.
No, but we're talking about
Why does
morning.
it have to be morning though?
You're not being cooperative.
Sorry, but I don't want to use. I just don't want to use a yellow flag.
Don't use it. Use the
Okay.
green one, so it's fine because it's not a
Oh
problem.
yeah.
use
That's
the green
okay.
flag.
Green
Okay,
flag.
yes,
That's
okay.
fine. That's no problem. No issue.
Wants to be a stay-at-home dad.
Red flag.
If this was a competition, Brenda would be winning with her responsiveness.
Straight up.
I need 2 red flags.
Okay. Wants to merge bank accounts when you get married.
Red flag.
That's fine.
I can explain that.
Green
one
flag,
as well.
fantastic
Red flag.
for Serena. Couples counselling before marriage.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it.
Fantastic.
Green.
flag.
Both green flags.
Yeah.
His political views are different from yours.
That's fine. There should be.
Red flag.
Green.
Jeez, okay. Okay,
Yeah. Otherwise there'll be
fantastic.
no debates around the table.
He won't marry you to...
One more time. Nice and easy.
Otherwise there'll be no debates around the table.
Okay.
It's like a yes man. Yeah, I agree with you.
he won't marry you till he's financially stable.
Green flag.
that's just, to me, that's just longing it off. That's, everyone says that. It's just an excuse.
Yeah.
Red flag.
Okay. Only buy clothes when they are on sale.
Oh, very good
Green
with his
flag.
money.
Hey, good stuff. He's a billionaire, but twice your age.
How old am I?
Darn it,
Too old.
Yeah.
Red flag. Too old.
Red.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do with that person? For real.
And lastly, wants to share phone passcodes.
Red flag.
You can use your yellow because you haven't actually used your yellow.
share phone passcodes.
Yes.
Nah, there's no need. So it will be a red flag. But at the same time, I won't withhold it from him either if I needed him to go on my phone for it. It's not going to be a secret, but I'm going to make a thing of it.
Okay, brilliant. So that concludes, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes red flag, green flag. Thank you for playing. Have you had a good time?
Yes.
I really have.
Fantastic. Till next time, keep your flags handy. We will be wrapping up with a bonus question at the end.
Woo!
Thank you.
Today, we will be discussing red flags, green flags, the good and bad to to look out for, really, in relationships and as friendships, partners, and work. So, ladies, how would you describe a red flag?
I'll let you go first. Go
Oh,
on.
girl.
Yeah.
Okay, red flag is something that immediately irks you.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And it's something that is an indication that you should not proceed.
Okay. I like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say definitely agree with Riri as well. But I would say that with red flags, they also give you an indication of perhaps the type of lifestyle that person is either living or has lived.
Okay.
And it kind of allows you to step back. So sometimes it's not that they're a bad person. Perhaps you need to step back and really analyze that red flag properly.
Got it.
To establish whether you can manage that red flag, that particular thing that might not be so.
Got it.
It's not perfect, and it's kind of made that person who they are. But it is a red flag because it might be that they've just, I don't know, they lived in an area that's crime ridden and
Got
all
it.
that. And now that's kind of what they know.
Yeah, it's normal for them.
You're not used to that.
It's normal for them. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
The ghetto. The ghetto. They bun it down.
I was just saying kindly that I don't want anyone coming after me.
Yeah.
But like,
Low bass.
and that kind of vibe,
Yeah,
like,
for them, it might not even be a red flag.
right.
Yeah.
But then to you, it's like, hold on. Right, you've come from this particular environment. There might be some things that might happen, and I need to be aware of that. Or it might
Fantastic.
not. But that's
That's you, yeah?
Okay.
that's me. Yeah.
Riri, do you have a quota for the amount of red flags you'll spot in a person before you call it quits?
Oh damn.
I mean, I'd like to say I do, but history may prove otherwise. So I've definitely overlooked more than enough red flags in the past. But now, moving forward,
Yes.
I do.
Yay! Good. What is your quota?
3. I'd like to
Hey,
think.
That's right. 3 strikes out.
3. Yeah.
I
Great.
like what you've done there because you've given it a chance. You haven't just spotted one red flag and then said bye.
Yeah.
You've given it a chance.
Yeah, but everything has to be weighed up as well. Because I mean,
If
3.
it's a massive red flag, obviously you're
Well, yeah, but then you've got 3 red flags amongst 10 green flags. So
Yeah.
you've got to sort
Of
of
course,
start.
yeah, you've got
Maybe
to start.
we can
Yeah.
allow
Wow.
one more red flag because you're
course.
doing so
Wow.
much right.
Wow.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Well,
you know what I mean?
100%.
But yeah,
I'm
that's
just saying
true.
it depends. There's little
Yeah.
red flags, there's big red flags.
Yeah.
You know, it depends.
That's so true.
Of course, yeah.
That's so true. I don't know. For me, I struggle with red flags. To be honest with you, I do find certain things to be quite irritating.
Okay.
So, I mean, I know what my red flag is, and maybe that's quite irritating to others. But I think for me, if it's a major thing, it's absolute curtains.
Yeah.
But again, I don't have a number as to how many. I think it's more that, do I see this person doing the same thing over and over again?
Okay.
And
Yeah.
if that now is
Pattern of
something
behaviour.
that really irritates me,
Yeah.
as small as it might be, yeah, I would call it quits.
Yeah, we need to see
Yeah.
that they can be, it can be reformed.
Can I give you one example?
100%,
Yeah,
Go
please.
for it.
Oh, damn.
Come on.
So, I've been meaning to say this, yeah, but basically, a guy wanted to take me out on a date, yeah?
Sure.
Okay. And shout out to all the fathers out there that have children and, you know, you're looking after them and etc. And I really love that.
Absolutely
And
all.
please do not take this as offence in any capacity. Now, I was about to go on a date and they cancelled on me.
OMG.
Okay.
Okay. I immediately took that as a red flag.
Okay.
Now, when I spoke to a couple of my friends, they were like, oh, how can it be a red flag? It was only because, you know, they had to look after their children, all that kind of stuff. But me being a bit of an investigator, I couldn't really accept that it was just about the children.
Okay.
So now I'm looking into my gut instincts.
So hold on, he cancelled because he had some engagement with the kids, or
Yeah, but very last minute.
Right,
When I say
okay.
last minute, I'm talking like maybe a couple of hours before we're supposed to go
okay,
out.
same day type thing.
Same day. So, yeah, I don't know. For me, that is a huge, like, massive red flag. Maybe to others, it might be, you know what, give the guy a chance. I actually never did. I never gave him a chance
So
again.
what was your gut saying?
I did. My gut was telling me that this is who he is.
Wow.
And that this will not be the first time. And that he is 100% going to let me down.
Again.
That was it. The biggest red flag you've ever seen in your life.
Wow.
Yeah, one that kind of
Yikes.
brings the planes down on land. Them ones there.
Oh my gosh.
Massive. I was
Okay,
like,
fine.
you know what? I don't want to be judgmental, but my gut is telling me that as nice as this person is, as sweet as he's come across, his priority will never be me.
Yep.
And I get that because I'll never be top priority.
No, but I mean, there's
must
levels
be
to this.
A
Yeah.
priority,
Right.
right? There's a big
100%.
difference
Yeah.
between
100%, yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's my example of a red.
Yeah,
very,
I
very
think
red
that's
flag.
quite a good example. And I'm sorry, but I
do
am
feel
a
bad,
mother.
but-
I do have
No,
a
It's a cut
child,
loose, yeah.
but I would probably feel the same way about it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you've got,
And I have a child, yeah, because
so
I
you
know
can
that I don't do it
understand.
to other people. I know I
Exactly.
sort out my childcare
Yeah,
and I don't let people down. I don't use my son as an excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To
Well,
flop.
that's exactly how
That's
I
it,
felt.
yeah.
I felt like, okay, this
Was he
isn't an
apologetic? Do you
excuse.
think he was apologetic? Or was he quite cash about it?
Very casual.
That means he
And
always
that
does
is
it. That's a sign.
Not a vibe for
No,
me
it's not.
at all. There was no, But then saying that though, I didn't actually give him an opportunity to even really be
Opportunity?
that apologetic.
He needed to be-
No. I mean like to be very apologetic. I kind of just cut loose. Like, I said, you know what? It's been really nice to meet you.
give him
I'm
a
sure
sandwich?
that gave him no sandwich. He didn't
No
need
sandwich,
it.
okay, cool.
None. It was just really nice to have met you, and I'm sure that we'll probably bump into each other at some
Yeah.
point. But take care.
Wow. Got it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kept it moving.
Respectfully.
Respectfully, yeah, because
Luck off.
sometimes when you get older, at some point you do realise that your gut instincts is the one thing that's going to identify these red and green and
Oh, yeah,
whatever
100%.
I agree.
flags.
I
Yeah.
agree.
But it
100%.
also tells you almost a massive backstory of that person. You just
Oh, yeah.
you just need to look at them and listen to what they're saying
Okay.
and how they're
Yeah.
speaking.
I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one was bad. That was bad.
And
Do you have a red flag though? Like, do you have it?
well, my own.
Are you aware of your own?
Are you
red
aware
flag?
on the red
Yeah,
flags?
yeah,
Okay.
I'm not aware of
So,
mine.
Okay, so we'll hold on to
But
that
I'll
one.
wait.
Yeah?
Okay,
We'll hold on to that
okay.
one. Yeah.
I'm very aware of mine.
Okay, brilliant.
I don't
Okay,
know
so
I'm unapologetic.
we're going to talk about what a red flag actually.
For real.
So we're going to talk about what a red flag is, right?
Okay.
So just doing some research online, just thinking about it for myself as well. Like, why or when would I say red flag, and what does
Yeah.
that actually mean? Okay, so generally, a red flag, take away from what social media has done to it, is a warning/danger sign.
Yeah.
Okay, so in our nature of work, literally we have it's a stop, like stop, danger, do not proceed. This is important.
Yeah.
Lives are on the line. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So it says here, a warning sign, red flags. Essentially a warning sign that could be detrimental, toxic, and abusive in nature. Okay, so off the back of that, do you think the society now is started to glamorize red flags to a certain degree and also introduce the whole, it's a yellow flag? It's not necessarily red, but it's not necessarily green. We've got somewhere in between.
Yeah.
And what are your views on that? Is that something you kind of find yourself doing every now and again? To say, oh, even though I've spotted this red flag,
No.
he makes up for it in this aspect.
No.
Or he turns up in another way.
No.
Wow. I think you need to elaborate
No,
on that, Brie.
No,
Tell
a red
us
flag is a
more.
red flag is a red flag.
Come on.
And I think that a green is a green is a green.
Got
Like,
it.
I don't think there's any in between. You are either lazy or you're not lazy.
Jeez.
You're either a drug addict or you're not a drug addict.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I think bringing this amber into it is kind of giving people
Leeway, right?
more of an excuse to carry on with nonsense.
I think it's
Real
justifying
talk.
maybe
It's
why you're not
yeah.
acting upon the red flag.
Yeah, you can appreciate that somebody has made an effort to maybe change their ways and perhaps be more positive or live a better lifestyle, whatever. But if they're still presenting you with that red flag over a course of time, it's just a red flag. It's up to you to let go of them.
Yeah, I think as well there has to be a time element to these red flags as well.
Yeah,
so you
okay.
might
Like
see
how many times,
a red. Well, you can see a red flag, and I might think, okay, perhaps there was a conversation you had, and it kind of just went left, and and then maybe that person ended up being a little bit short with you, and you might think, so okay, this is the kind of person where you have a controversial debate is gonna have a bit of a sulk. Red flag. But I would park it, and I want to see if this behavior shows up again, because sometimes it could be an isolated situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we need to determine whether it's in isolation or whether this is something that will show up all the time.
Yeah.
And it showed up all the time.
Woo, okay.
Just saying, that's how that story ended.
The end. No, it's true though. So I like what you said about now we're kind of saying, okay, look, we're gonna park it, or we're gonna see whether or not it turns up again. Now, could you say red flags could be subjective? So B's red flag compared to your red flag may not be one and the same as seen in our red flag, green flag game.
Yes.
And at what point now do you have a conversation with your respective to say, I'm seeing this as a red flag? And
Straight away.
For me, how would you...
Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, and how would you now start to come to like a middle ground where it doesn't look like a red flag to you anymore? Or would you not even bother?
It depends on the severity of the red flag. Sometimes you won't get a chance to rectify the red flag. Other times it depends, there's a lot of other factors. I might see more potential in you, so I might want to put the effort in to see if there's a middle ground that we can get to.
I would always be on the side of having the conversation from the jump.
Yeah, good.
As you girls know already, I'm very blunt. Like, I want to know, where everything kind of stands from the beginning.
Yeah.
So I think if I see that my respective other is doing something that I think can classify as a red flag, I will tell them that I see what you're doing and I don't like it. And I think that it's presenting itself as a red flag. Maybe not in those particular words, but this isn't really something I'm into, or I don't like, or I don't like how you're behaving in this way. Can you stop it?
Got it.
And if his answer's like, sorry, I don't know, I'm not sure if I can stop it. Okay, cool. Curtains then. Do you know what I'm saying? Because there needs to be a balance, because there'll be a point where I might be doing something or saying something in a certain way or whatever, and that now presents itself as a red flag to him. It will be his duty and responsibility to tell
100%.
me and to cut it from the jump, like say, look, I need you to stop this.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't let it harbour. You can't just
don't let it harbour. That's what I'm saying. I like peace.
Yeah,
do you get?
it's important. So, Riri, are you happy identifying and then taking action based on red flags?
Yeah, absolutely. I wish it went that way.
Fantastic.
I have desire for it to go that way. I struggle for it to go that way.
Really? Why do you struggle?
Because men are so, I don't know, I must attract the avoidant type.
Oh dear.
Don't really want to address things.
Yeah.
Hope that, a bit of silence treatment would make things disappear.
Oh.
So sometimes when you're trying, and that in itself
is a red flag.
Is a red flag. The fact that you can't actually
communicate
and deal with issues, park it and move on. It's very, 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 very hard work, isn't it?
That's definitely a red flag for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm going to ask you. I know the answer, but
What's that?
yeah, the same thing. Are you happy identifying and then taking actions based on the red flags that you come across?
Yeah, definitely. I'm ready to always,
Yeah.
in a sense, in a healthy way, go to battle for
Good.
my peace of mind.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so it's not always the case that women will find it easy to address red flags in a relationship. And I'm going to tie in some domestic violence. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but I thought it would be appropriate since we're talking about red flags, okay, and how it does actually affect quite a few people. Now, I've got some stats here, which you'll find quite interesting. So, domestic violence will affect 1 in 4 women and 1 in 6 men in their lifetime.
Wow.
Leads to, on average, 2 women being murdered each week and 30 men per year.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, okay. Accounts for 16% of all violent crime. However,
It's a lot.
it's a lot, right?
Yeah.
However, it is still the violent crime least likely to be reported to the police. Okay.
Okay.
So what do you think about those stats? And the fact that they included men
Shocking.
as well? Because I feel that when we talk about domestic violence and we talk about
Yeah, we don't always include them.
how it affects people, it's always about women and how they've
Yeah.
Yeah, I
been
was quite
affected
shocked
by
by that.
domestic
30 men.
violence.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
30
a lot.
men, yeah, it's a
Quite
lot, right?
significant,
That's
yeah.
a lot.
So this is going to tie back
That
to the
is
whole
a
red
lot.
flags and what we're talking about, that, you know, we can have petty red flags, so petty, but these times there are people out there that are dealing with profound red flags.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know, when we spoke about it in the beginning, it's a warning sign that will be detrimental, toxic and abusive. So for me, even using the whole term, oh, that's a red flag, I err on the side of caution.
Yeah.
Even when I say a
Shouldn't be
red
used
flag,
flippantly.
yeah, this
Yeah.
is it. Yeah, don't use that word. Just I think it was popular for a really long time where there was like a meme when a man made a scarf of red flags and then tied it around his neck.
Is he serious?
I didn't see that.
It was like a photo or something. Like, it was really silly.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, we can jest in all of that, which is fine.
Yeah.
But we also need to understand the seriousness
Yeah.
of red flags.
This is crazy.
Of course, yeah. Like, just to see that there are people who are suffering, who don't have the freedom to speak up, who don't have the access to help, you know, that are dealing with these things that, you know, they don't even know what a green flag is at this point.
Yeah.
So
But,
do you think
know,
like the red flag has been sort of like overkill?
100%. I feel like
And
the red
we've
flag,
lost what a red flag
what
is.
a red flag actually
It's not
means.
about your preferences.
No.
I think,
Exactly.
Right.
Bingo.
yeah.
It's not a preference. This is almost life and death.
Yeah, this is a threat.
This exactly, and we said it before. A red flag means danger. In our line of work, it means danger. It means stop. You ain't
Yeah.
going nowhere.
Yeah.
Go
Well,
on, B.
I don't know. I feel like for me, I feel like, yeah, it's been definitely promoted a lot more and maybe kind of joked about a little bit or whatever. But on the flip side, it has promoted knowledge of it. And,
Yes.
yeah.
And whether people are aware of the severity of what it can look like,
100%.
they're also, you know, just aware of, okay, right, there are red flags out there. I didn't know that is something that even existed.
Yeah.
Let me look into it a bit further. Oh, okay, wow, this is crazy. Like, it could get it's even worse than what I've seen in social media. So I promote it. I think it's great. I
think it's necessary.
Whether it's, you know, whether people see it as now just people rinsing it out or on social, to me it doesn't matter anymore. I think the fact that it's out there is great. At least there's something better than nothing. I'd rather that, to be honest with you, especially now that you've mentioned, you know, the stats about men.
Yeah.
That's really surprising to me.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that, but then that sometimes can be social media that also kind of hides that information from us as well. We don't get to see that that's something that is
Well, men are naturally not as
And they're not
big
natu-
communicators,
yeah, they
so
don't-
maybe they're not talking about it. It's not trending, but
exactly.
women would
So
always talk about it.
Let's pause there. How serious do you think men take red flags?
Very.
Let's start with Riri.
I think so.
Yeah, I think they take it just as serious. I think it's depending on the caliber of the man. I think the more, you know, the higher his caliber or the better breed, That's not a very nice word. That's not a very
Definitely.
nice word. That's not what I meant. But, you know, good stock, as we say in Jamaica. I think, he's going to be very protective about his lifestyle. He's going to be very protective about who he introduced to his mum, sisters, dad, etc.
sure.
So it's going to be important that he's not going to be introducing the wrong type of woman to his family.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And he wouldn't want to associate with a certain type of woman.
No.
So I do think men do take red flags
Yeah.
seriously as well. I think they're actually probably better at acting upon their red flags than
I
women.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Women
Absolutely.
are still
Which is
kind of
good.
emotional and they're
Yeah.
like, oh, let me give him another chance.
Yeah.
So do
They're
you
not
think,
as forgiving.
Yeah, I was
I
about to say.
think.
So just take you up on that one. Do you think that's the reason why most women actually don't go to the police initially then, and that's why it's so underreported? So in one of the
it's
stats,
emotional.
yeah.
Okay.
So it says, however, it's still the violent crime least likely to be reported to the
There's
police.
so many layers to it. The embarrassment as
Yeah.
well, because a lot of women are quite busy trying to convince the world it's not happening to them.
Yeah.
So
It's intimidating as well.
it's
isn't it?
intimidating
Yeah.
We're
because
vulnerable sex.
it's
So-
Yeah, of
intimidating.
course,
It
compared
act-
to-
it could lead to
compared to
more
males.
abuse
Yeah.
by you reporting
Exactly,
it.
Of course.
Yeah.
You're at risk of that.
Yeah.
Then it has an impact on the family, the children.
Yeah.
So I think she's got a lot more to think about.
Yeah.
The
And then
gamble's
there's-
far bigger than
Yeah.
a man
100%,
just saying,
yeah.
"Oh, I've been," for a woman.
I don't know. I mean,
it
for a
can be
man,
more.
it's quite embarrassing as well.
100%.
No, I'm not saying.
And will the police take it
I'm not
seriously?
disputing or dismissing.
And that's
it,
another thing as
absolutely.
well. Will the police take it seriously?
I think they do. I think now, because with this gender neutral, I guess, society that we're in, to a degree, I would like to say, although I'm not, part of the Met Police or anything like that, or federal agents of any kind, but I think that there are some, it's like they are now maybe taking people for just being people. So it's not like, oh, I'm a woman, I'm coming to report this, or I'm a man, I'm coming. It's kind of like the same thing. It's like if both of them got raped, they're both going to have the same kind of support, I would
Oh my
hope.
gosh.
I would
If a
hope.
man got raped, it would
I
be a
would
very
hope.
different case though.
Yeah,
When I do look at, even like looking into all of this stuff for the show and about red flags, it was just interesting to see that it was just almost fun. It was just la-di-da and, what are your deal breakers and your preferences,
yeah,
Serena?
yeah.
That's what it was that preference. And I was just like, it doesn't sit well with me.
Yeah.
Because for you to see a warning sign, it's a warning sign. It's not, oh, I don't like the way you choose these food.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You see what
I
mean?
don't.
Well,
I'm
you
not
don't,
gonna
that's
say,
fine.
oh,
Yeah, you
my
don't like
God,
the way
oh
you
my
choose these
days.
foods, but
Yeah.
like people are dying.
Yeah.
People are actually dying. And I feel that at a certain point, we do need to kind of say, look, when we're in a relationship, when we're in situations, when we're at work, if there are red flags, speak up.
Yeah,
absolutely.
definitely.
And have
100%.
have your person who
Yeah,
you can confide in.
That's it.
Because
Speak
that will
up
be
or check out if you
exactly. Yeah, because
can.
that will help you. And I think I've even got it here as well about, that self-improvement and betterment to say that, I've spotted it and I can now remove myself.
Yeah.
I've spotted a red flag. I'm not going beyond this point. Remember,
Yeah.
as danger, I mean, it stopped for
Yeah,
us,
yeah,
In
yeah.
our line of work, it's
So
stop.
true. Yeah.
We're not going beyond this
Yeah.
and then exit. Obviously, we know, like we've just read the stats, it's not easy for people to escape these kind of...
Yeah, I think it's about willpower. And there's a
Yeah.
lot of people talking about red flags, and we've also got to be careful that we don't take on someone else's red flag.
flags,
Is it really a red
exactly.
flag
Is
for
it-
you?
yeah,
And
exactly.
you've got to be honest about that, and
Yeah.
you've also got to be respectful. If someone doesn't consider a type of behaviour as a red flag for them, they've
Yeah.
got some type of tolerance for it.
Exactly.
You can't impose your red flags on other people.
Yeah.
That's true.
And I think that's toxic, and I think that does happen a lot
Yeah.
in friendship
That
groups.
happens a lot.
Or
Yeah.
people taking a small red flag to a whole new
level,
magnitude,
yeah.
a whole
Yeah.
new level, and really hyping it up.
Yeah.
And I think that's not really healthy in friendships. We need to kind of like reason
Yeah.
and say,
Yeah,
hey,
identify and for me, I think certain red flags aren't even open to subjectivity. You're being abused in a relationship,
Right,
It's a
exactly.
red flag.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
not, so we're not talking about
Yeah,
the
yeah,
scale
yeah.
of the flag.
yeah,
No.
yeah.
It is a red flag.
It is a red flag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it is a red flag. So
Yeah.
It's dangerous. Yeah.
it's dangerous.
It's
right?
dangerous. It's definitely dangerous. And there's difference between some that are like debatable and others that simply aren't.
Exactly.
However, I do think, we can't impose our ideas of red flags on other people.
No.
And it's not always a good idea to
Yeah.
hype someone like, that's a red flag.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you
don't.
got to leave
Yeah.
him, lock him off. I'd never accept that. And a lot of people
Yeah.
talk the talk.
Mm-hmm.
But actually,
behind the scenes.
behind the
Yeah.
scenes, they are tolerating
a lot
more red
No,
flags,
a lot
and that
more, yeah.
might have even led them to get to that marriage state or get to that settled state, because they actually did
Yeah.
tolerate a few red flags along the way. So
Exactly.
be careful. So
Be careful,
a lot-
yeah, be
A lot of
careful.
people pretend you don't, it's a big deal when they've been taking on even more.
Exactly. So
That's
I'm
it. Exactly.
going to move over to red flag and green flags now. So a green flag is when a potential partner or people is considerate, they're aware of your boundaries, asks for clarification on them when they are unclear, and does not push them. Okay? It can be positive, they can be positive, optimistic, have a good sense of humor,
Yeah.
nurturing, compassionate.
Yeah.
These are all green flags. So
Yeah.
now I'm a big advocate,
Yeah.
of highlighting green flags. So
Yeah.
so I do with my partner occasionally, they'll be like, oh, this is a green flag.
Yeah.
Or,
Okay.
I'll compliment, or
Yeah.
I will show gratitude,
Yes.
or I
Yeah.
will highlight. Do you understand? So I'm fostering an environment that is nurturing.
You give it
You know,
attention. You give it attention.
exactly that. This is a green. I like this. I'm
Yeah.
happy.
I think that's so
Yeah.
important. Yeah.
And I feel
Definitely.
that we need to shift into that energy more now.
Yeah.
As in to say, this is a green flag.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I've seen this in you, B. This is a green flag. You're caring. You're considerate. B, that's a
Yeah.
green flag.
I think it needs balance. I think you to really have
But
a
the thing is,
real
there's
honest.
no talk of green flags. So this is why I'm saying,
Oh yeah, we need
I
to
would like to
introduce
introduce
it.
the green flags now.
Alongside the red, not to
exactly.
replace the
not
red
to
flag.
replace.
Okay.
No.
Cool, as
because
well
they're
as,
they're
yeah.
important. You need the balance.
Yeah, you need the balance.
100%.
I
What do
think
you
you're right.
think?
What do you
Yeah.
think, Brent?
What do you think, Brenda?
Green, what do you
Yeah,
think?
yeah, I totally agree. I think I'm quite a vocal person, so for me,
Yeah.
I have to have that communication with that person, whether you're my friend or my partner or whatever. I think, yeah, if I like something, I have to tell you. And I think that typically men, although that's what I date, I feel that when I am dating them, if I do say to them, like, I really like this, it really builds their confidence. They
100%,
love to hear
100%. My partner
what
loves
they're
it.
doing
Oh my
right.
gosh, yeah. Every
Yeah.
day.
You
yeah.
know, they
yeah.
love to hear
Yeah.
like what they're doing
Yeah.
right, because
Yeah.
that's one thing. Okay, I've ticked that right. I know what she likes. I know the type of
Yeah.
food she likes. So I know
Yeah.
what kind
It's
of
an ego
restaurant she's
stroke
interested in.
for
It's a
them.
very
And
nice way of saying you are
It's a
doing your
confirmation
job. Yeah,
as well to say, yes, I am doing something right.
yeah,
here.
you're doing
and
your job
it's been seen.
by me.
Yeah,
Yes, and it's been seen. It's
Yeah.
it's acceptable. I like
Yeah.
it. It's at the level that I want.
Fantastic.
So yeah, very important. I
Good
love
stuff.
a
Do you have
positive
anything to
convo.
add, Riri? Because then we're going to go on to your answers from red flag, green flag.
Oh, let's do it.
But
Bring it on.
Serena, you wrap up. Is there anything to add from what I've said about the red flags, the green flags?
No, I mean, I just think, we need a healthy balance of red and green. And I think, it does take a lot of positive comments
Yeah.
to undo critique as well.
Yeah.
So, a
Yes.
red flag is a critique,
Yeah.
and you need to kind of like sandwich that in with a few green flags as well.
Absolutely. I was going to say, do you think that it's easier to give your partner a red flag than it is to give your friend a red flag?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Why?
It's that for me personally, it's the closeness and contact. So I'm with
Okay.
you a lot more than I am with my
Yeah,
friend.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
it will be easier for me to get it off my chest because I'm
Okay.
seeing him day in, day out, as opposed to my friend
sure.
where like it might be a couple of days or I might sit in my feelings, whereas
Yeah,
your
yeah.
partner, you're forced
Yeah.
to confront it.
To do it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
For me, because it could be early stages, you don't have to necessarily be in a committed relationship. You can see red flags at any stage, but why it's more with a partner is because of the type of level of intimacy. So what you're trying to aim for. So with a friendship, you could have different degrees of friendship. It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
all or
Yes.
all or nothing. You got. She's got a few red flags, but then that just means I'm going to operate that friendship a bit differently.
Yeah.
But you can't operate your
Agree.
relationship a bit differently. There's only one way for it to go. It's got to be all or nothing.
Yeah.
Not one foot in, one foot out. So you need all the issues to be addressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why.
I agree. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, yeah. Interesting.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so we're going to go to your answers from red flag, green flag. Love playing. Okay, so Serena, you raised a red flag to this, and that was they clap every time the plane lands. Why can't you share his joy?
It depends what mood I'm in, but it's a little bit like I prefer a guy that's a bit more serious and it's a bit.
He's just landed.
He takes himself a
You
bit
know,
more
it's just
seriously.
Big up JC for that one.
Big up
Yeah.
Chrissy, the Lord God.
Yeah.
And you're trying to say, wow.
No, just don't do
Just
that.
don't do that, yeah.
No, what
Is it
for?
icky?
I don't know. Do you know what? It's probably the way that I'm picturing it. He's like going like this.
Hercules.
Hey girl, we landed. I don't know. I'm like, thanks for clapping. It's cool.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
Okay.
that doesn't sound or look great. So, yeah, absolutely. I'd agree then if that's the case.
Yeah.
Not really.
But you're happy if he claps and, you know.
I'm happy if he clapped, but the
What
thing
kind
is,
of clap
I'll be
like that?
clapping as well. I'll be like, thank God.
I'm glad you clap. Yo, we landed.
Do you know what? Yeah,
It depends.
That's like a London
Yeah.
swagger clap.
Yeah.
You know?
but they could always just do
Okay.
whatever. To me,
Yeah.
like if and when I land, I always
Clicking.
like
Yeah.
right. Crucifix.
Yeah.
You know, I'm Catholic, so for me, I'm always very aware of when you're about to land, anything can happen.
Yeah.
Literally, as you're about to land.
No, I appreciate that. I
So,
appreciate
That's
giving
why a lot of
thanks.
people do clap, because at that moment the train could tip, it could do anything, it could like
The
literally
plane, yeah.
crash.
Yeah.
Or plane. Did I say plane or
Train,
train?
all of it. Train,
I'm thinking
planes.
of so much.
I mean, do you clap when you
good
like, arrive
point.
at London Bridge?
Why not?
Do you know what?
You should.
I should. Every time I get off at my station at
Every
work, I
time.
should clap.
We
Yeah.
should.
We should.
Because who knows? We're traveling with God's grace. We're
Amen.
so lucky to
Amen.
be alive
Amen.
afterwards. So technically,
I don't
if
need
my man
any-
clapped, I'm alright with that.
I don't need any justification
It can't be too loud though.
for why
There's
you're
levels.
clapping. I get the why. But I'm just saying a quiet internal prayer,
Is
thanks,
enough, yeah?
is enough.
Good idea.
Cool.
A quiet clap, a quiet internal prayer.
Okay.
Just be quiet in it.
Got it. Next one. Back to Serena.
Oh.
Wanting to share locations. You said it was a green flag. Come
Ew.
on.
That's okay, because at the end of the day, I'm not saying that's fine. Because
Yeah.
I want my man to know where I'm at. There's no secrets.
Got it.
Where you at?
Yeah.
Because hopefully you're gonna pick me up too. So you know, but where you at, that's fine. It might not be necessarily I'm gonna send my location, but let's say I'm going to an event, I
Yeah.
will send him the flyer. Yeah, this is where I'm going. Yeah, you're
it.
very transparent.
Yeah.
You know where I'm going,
Okay.
and
Okay.
you know who I'm going with. I think that's a normal.
For me, it's a green flag anyway. I would be happy sharing my location with my partner. However, that was a red flag
God, that's
for
the biggest
you.
red flag. Man.
Go
Oh my
on.
God, I'm actually itching to even speak about that because
Oh,
I just feel
dear.
like for me, I like the idea of having some sense of independence from my partner.
Okay.
I don't want them to know every aspect of what I'm doing.
Okay.
Equally, if I'm going to catch you out, how am I going to catch you out if you know where I am?
Cheers. Cheers.
How am I going to catch you out?
I mean,
The flyer doesn't have to be where
You're
you
gonna know
are.
exactly where I am.
I
It's just where
So
I
am
told
gonna
you
catch
I was.
you out
Doesn't
for
mean I
your
was there.
movements?
How about that?
How do I do that?
It's a red herring. I told you I was there,
It is,
but I wasn't.
Well, how? Were you going to leave your phone in the restaurant and be like, oh, by the way, surprise?
No, but do you mean like
Oh, from
share
the
location
restaurant.
as in that
No,
actually
I'm not.
when I move from here to here, they're going to be able to
they
trap
will see
me?
everything. They'll see everything. They'll see
see.
exactly where you are.
so in Find My iPhone,
Sorry.
all my devices, I've got the location on. So if you're in my
You get
network,
lost. Yeah, I've got that.
if you're,
Riley,
if you're in
son.
if you're in my network,
My
you can
child.
see exactly
Maybe
where
if
I
you can
am.
My
activate when
child.
you are feeling like you're a
can.
bit lost.
You can.
Then
Yeah.
do that. Or you're feeling like
You
know,
can.
I
There's
need,
the
I need
option
you to
for
pick
that.
me up. Or I feel like I'm in
don't-
danger.
yeah.
Can I then activate it?
You
because
can.
I would rather that
Is that
than
what
them
you'd rather?
24
Yeah.
hours know exactly what. And I don't want to know what they're doing.
Yeah, but I don't
24
think.
It's
Okay,
not for you to check 24 hours.
that's what I was going to
though.
say. Like,
But there's
who's
some
checking
people
it
that
24
will.
hours?
There's some
That's the red flag. That's the red flag.
in real life today, 5D.
That is
there's
a red
people
flag.
That are like ticking off. Right, he's just gone to the cafe. Okay, that was at 15:05. Right, it only takes about 2 minutes. Why did he take 7 minutes?
Yeah.
Right. Then when you get home, there's problems. All because of what?
2 minutes
2 minutes.
discrepancy.
Right. I ain't got time for that.
No,
Sorry.
I haven't got time
if
for
I'm
that
in danger,
either.
then
I
wanna
didn't
feel
know
like
that
you
he
press
was-
the button and say, babe, I'm in
I
danger.
didn't
You better
expect it
come
to.
immediately.
I didn't expect it to take this.
I
long.
didn't know it was. I didn't think it was going to be a tracker situation. I just thought,
To me, that's a
yeah,
tracker
babe.
situation,
I'm
innit?
just
Like,
saying that
that's
that's a bit too much. But if I'm like, babe, I'm here. But mind you, there are these apps where you can literally, it's a family thing.
Yeah, yeah,
You've got
yeah,
mum,
yeah,
dad,
yeah,
kids
yeah,
on there,
everyone, yeah.
so everyone just knows where
It's
everyone
very
is.
sweet, very sweet.
But at the end of the day, you kind of do know where I am because I've already told you I was going to Beckenham.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but
Yeah.
say you changed your mind and your battery died.
Sorry,
Say you changed your mind and your battery died.
Well, he'll know. So will he know? Because battery's
Okay, so
off.
what will happen is, in that case,
Oh, yeah.
I think for battery dying, your last location.
Yeah, but
it
it
will
also
come
shows
up.
you how
So
much
if
battery
you
you've
change your
got.
mind, it does show you how
So
much
then
battery
they'll
you've
be
got.
aware that the reason why you're offline because the
I think
battery died.
This is the problem B's having because they'll be watching.
How? Well,
Personally,
not to
I
say that I'm going to be doing anything bad. Do you get what I'm saying?
I personally think if you do have it, I think you'll check out. You're only gonna like.
How do you get caught out for anything?
I just know, but I'm not gonna be on it. Oh, he's here. Oh, he's there. Oh, he's here.
No, neither will I.
Listen.
Maybe if I didn't have it and I found a way to connect the phone up to it, then but that'll be a reason. Why do?
Yeah.
I can't see me like.
I mean, do you know what it is? Yeah. Judging off the base of like other people's relationships, I want to learn from other people. Yeah. I have found out that there are some people that are psychotic.
Wow. Okay.
So, in my opinion, if I'm now with my partner and we don't have that trust, and I like searching up everything that I'm doing, and then when we're at home, you're like, oh, you know, I noticed that you were at this place for such time. You know, how comes? I will check out. Our relationship's done. I don't like people trying to stalk me, trying to
He's
like.
your man, but okay.
Yeah, it's my man, but you don't need to stalk me like legit. No. You don't need to be like, you know, maybe if you want to have it in your mind and not mention it, then fine. If you want to see where I am, okay, cool, a little glance. Oh, she's at such and such, but don't start messaging me. Don't have the conversation when we get home, unless you know I've said to you.
Well,
like, by the way,
I've noticed that you always seem to be. I don't know.
Is that not a
CRO 1AA? Right, and
It's a residential address.
Yeah, and you've been there on several occasions. Like, what's going on? Who is CRO? Because I know.
Okay, so this is my point.
Don't live up there. You told me you're hanging with Bree. So what's that?
This is my point.
It's not a beef thing. It's not a beef thing.
It's not even a beef thing. But it will turn into one.
Well, it will if you don't just fill in the gap.
But is he really going to fill in the gap for real? In real life, and tell the truth.
Who is CRO? Who is CRO?
Well, exactly. Who is CRO?
Who is CRO?
You must know.
Who is CRO? Okay, we need to move on. Okay, we need to move on. Yeah.
Because
okay, so gets an engagement ring with a loan. B, you waved your yellow flag.
Yeah.
Talk us through that.
Yeah, I mean, engagement rings, right?
Yeah.
From my understanding, whatever the man earns, it has to be 3 times their monthly wage.
Now, fun fact, that was made up by a jeweler.
Thank you to that jeweler, by the way, because at least we get a really good
made up
gift,
by a jeweler so that we
really
could buy
appreciate
jewels.
that.
So what do you think?
So we could buy jewels so they can make money, basically.
What kind of value would that be?
Because no. The reason why they did that is so that there is some sacrifice here, right? So that the man is actually sacrificing.
No, I think they did it for business purposes.
No, we can look it up. 100%.
Hold on, wait. Chris, pause.
Is it mine?
A
Is it my turn?
jeweler.
It's my
It's your turn.
Is it me? Okay. So with engagement rings, my understanding, and I'm very passionate about this because I love the idea of being married and all that kind of stuff. But with an engagement ring, what I understand is the man has to essentially spend, typically speaking, traditionally, 3 times their monthly wage, on this engagement, at least, now, that is a big sacrifice for a man or anyone that's going to be, proposing to their partner. That's a lot of money if you really think about it. If you're, even if you're only earning like 20K a year or whatever, it's still going to be a lot of money for you because of, that fraction. So for me, if the guy's not really having that sacrifice, is he really going to feel like that's such a huge gesture? It's similar to, in my culture, where the man pays a dowry. If he doesn't pay the dowry, where's the sacrifice? Where is it that you're telling me that you're willing to do the most? Where are you doing that? Right? And I mean,
providing a life for you and your family.
Where are you telling me that should anything happen, you'll be willing to lay down the cash?
Okay.
Where are you telling me that if you're now taking out a loan?
Sorry, but I can't.
You're now taking out a loan. Why not wait until you're ready? In my opinion, why not wait until you're ready? Because now, taking out a loan, you're bringing debt into our
100%.
equation.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put a pin on that. Okay?
I'm sorry.
So I read a
I'm not really
article,
a fan of debts.
right? And Natalie Morris, she wrote, almost half of the people proposing to their lover will get into debt to pay for their engagement ring.
Mazza.
According to new national research ahead of Valentine's Day, so this was earlier on in the year. 1 in 5 of those will get into debt, will then take between 2 to 5 years to pay off the cost of that engagement ring, with most people using a credit card to buy the thing, which might put a slight dampener on the wedding planning. They've got a whole wedding to plan for after.
Very negative.
So why didn't you put it as a
Very
green red
negative.
flag?
No, do you know what? I put it as a yellow because I don't want to be too judgmental on the person that is proposing. Because let's just say, that legit, they had zero money and, you know, they're maybe culturally and traditionally, they have to get married now, They have no option.
Right.
So I never judge somebody that had
That's
zero
important.
option. But I would
That's
judge somebody
important.
that does have the option and now they're just taking out a credit card or whatever on something that essentially they could just save for and like just, you know, be disciplined and actually just save for it. Because the whole point is
But
that
it's
you're
interest
supposed
only.
to
It's
be...
interest, 0% interest on a
No,
credit card.
I would still steer very away from any kind of additional debt when it comes to a gesture like that. For me, I would feel more
Sounding quite
special.
Yes,
I'd
very
feel more
responsible.
special
care.
if the partner actually saved that money and it was a sacrifice for them to do that, and then they've gone and bought it.
Well,
and
and
on
they've
top of that, if they've
sacrificed. They probably
designed
wouldn't
the
have
ring-
got. They probably wouldn't have got to the engagement. Well, you're not giving you anything for 3 months. No dating.
They're going
no,
to.
No,
I don't date down.
no, listen. I'm saying
They're going
he's
to.
got to sacrifice. Yeah.
They're going to.
For and not save this 3 months worth of income, and at the same time, whilst he's saving this, he's also got to take you out,
Absolutely.
take you on
Why not?
holidays. Okay, fine.
Why not? Because remember, we don't have to go to all the bells and whistles. We can go down to the cafe.
Really? Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because we're now partners. Yeah, we're now together. We're no longer at the stage of we're just dating. So you got to impress me to the point
Okay,
of
so
no,
that, okay,
no
he hasn't got to
return.
impress you anymore.
No, to the point of no return. You still got to impress me, but not to the point of no return. So you don't have to take me to Aqua all the time.
Come on.
You can take me to I don't know.
Yeah, but all the time he's been taking you to Aqua. You're delaying.
No, I'm not delaying because he's obviously got money. Because I'm not being funny. If I've already told you
But
from the jump,
regardless of
my
how much
culture,
money you've got,
no,
three
what I'm
times
saying
your
is-
income.
Let me just say something. Yeah, my culture. Yeah, typically speaking, my culture is that when you are with somebody, they have to be made aware that there will be a dowry being paid. Yeah, if they're serious about marriage. Yeah. That is it. There's no negotiation whatsoever. You don't know how much that dowry is going to be.
But honey, it's not
but
either or.
there
It's
is
the
a
ring
dowry.
and the dowry.
No, it's the
both.
ring and the dowry. But the dowry...
You've got ring money, dowry money,
get
and
that.
wedding money.
I get that, but that is the sacrifice that essentially the person that's proposing to you
The
is gonna have
sacrifice
to make.
is not taking you in a couple of dinners for a whole year
And that's fine.
for him to save.
But the thing is, it's not taking me to Aqua, Nuevo or Kyoto.
Nothing,
It's
Frida.
taking me to somewhere a little bit lower.
Free.
And I don't mind that.
Nothing.
And I don't mind that.
Nothing for a
at
year,
this point-
a drought.
No, but
No holidays.
No, that's not going to happen because he's... because I don't date down.
Okay.
This is not going to happen.
Got it.
Yeah?
I got it.
Guys,
I'm very
guys
clear.
that I date, I'm sorry, but you know who you are. I've never had a problem.
Don't worry,
when it
Serena,
comes to
we'll
stuff like
wind it up
that.
some more,
And
don't
that's
worry.
why I'm like, park the debt, don't do it, save up, show me that you're a serious individual.
How is it any of your business how he got the ring? Why do you even know about it?
Listen,
Are you having joint accounts?
This
I
is it.
thought
So
you didn't
hold on.
want
Park
joint
it.
accounts.
Park it.
Top
Yeah.
it,
The next
because-
one. Yeah. Okay. So.
Not your
I'm gonna
business.
lie to you. Oh
Take the
So-
ring. Don't matter how it was
So,
financed.
B,
Take
you
it.
waved your red flag for wants to merge bank accounts when you get
Putting
married.
people into debt, you know. Say again, sorry?
You waved your red flag when I asked wants to merge bank accounts when you get married.
Oh, right. Once we get married, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Did you? Sorry.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah?
I did.
Okay.
You know what? I think, I wish I had the opportunity to put it as a yellow, but I think, that merging your bank accounts is a great idea, but I think it's good if you want to merge it for a particular project.
Okay.
Yeah. as a married couple, so i.e. buying a house or a business plan. But if you're merging your bank account for the basic mundane things day to day,
Like what?
I'm not having it.
Food shopping.
No, food shopping is part of a project. It's your life, innit? This is what you've got to do.
Right.
But let's say it's me now going out shopping. I want to buy my, clothes. I want to go out and hang out with my friends and whatever, whatnot. I don't particularly want to have a bank account that's merged. I want to have my own money for that, and I want you to have your own as well. So there's
like a bills account. Bills
so you have your bills
joint account
for that exactly for the kind of
Yeah, but he's got money, so aren't you using his credit card?
No, but this example is
For when
somebody
you're going out with us.
No, but this is an example of someone that is
Hasn't
now
got money.
having a joint account, right?
account,
This is an
yeah.
example of
Yeah,
somebody
but
that
you've got a
agreed
joint
to-
account with your husband now, yeah?
Yeah.
And what separate money? Because everything, your whole life isn't.
I'll always have another bank account.
Yeah, you can, but that's fine. You can have
Yeah.
another one. But what's that other one for? For when you go out with
For
your
me,
girls?
yeah, for my personal use.
But why is he not funding that too? He's got money. Why is he not giving you his credit
No,
card?
he's going to fund that
and
as
saying,
well.
babe,
That's my point.
I'll make
Is
sure.
that-
Yeah,
but
if
he's
he's that
just gonna
rich.
I'm going
put
to
that
have
in a separate account.
free streams of income. So one that is Serena. I'm talking. This is real life, and I'm not the only one. I know.
No, I'm not saying you are, but
legit.
there's 3 streams of income. Obviously, one is his.
Is it?
No?
Well,
Ours. All right. Ours
I'm playing.
into his.
No,
But you know what I mean?
Yeah. So he has his bank account. I have mine. Separate things. We have our bank account. On top of that, he spoils me.
That's fine.
So yeah, that's my free means of income and
And maybe a fourth. If you
and
get
maybe
your
a
own sideline
my own
hustle.
business exactly.
But is he funding that? Because a lot of people, see, my dream man.
He can.
I've
Yeah,
got no
absolutely.
interest in a man that's got loads of money. You need to be giving. That's not enough. Your loads of money needs to be invested into me having my own pot of loads of money. I'm not interested.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not interested in
Absolutely.
you having loads of
Yeah.
money and me coming to you, hand, can I have some pocket
No,
money?
I'm not begging.
I
No.
need an investment because I got my own sideline, my own
hear
limited
it.
company.
Yeah, I
hear
So
it.
I need to be up. And I
Yeah.
need to have my own legacy,
makes
and you
sense.
need to
Yeah.
invest in it. Resources, your knowledge.
Yeah,
you need to be
100%.
building me up.
100%.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Definitely,
Love
absolutely.
that. Okay, lastly, Serena, you put this as a red flag, yeah?
Oh.
He won't marry you till he's financially stable. And I remember you mentioning, he's just longing this out. Yeah?
Yeah.
You should just do it. So, elaborate.
Every guy says that. Oh, what? I'm not going to marry you until I'm financially stable.
Don't have to tell me.
I'm just like, okay, whatever.
It's an excuse.
It's an excuse. It's an excuse. If you have a woman that is willing, she's there for the ride. Why are you making it a problem? It's up to her to say, I only want to get married to you when you're financially stable. If she hasn't got an issue with the stability of your finances, why are you making it an issue?
100%.
It's like me saying, oh, I'm only going to get married when I lose 2 stones. But he's happy with your
How
thick
you are,
thighs
yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not walking down the aisle, and so I would need to lose weight first. Why are you longing it off?
Yeah.
I've still got the baby
I think
fat.
it's just an excuse. And it's just like, no, you don't want to marry me. And that's cool. Say that.
I honestly, I think it's an excuse. Sorry.
Say that.
Yeah.
But I can see how a man would want a certain level of security to provide for himself and his family.
Yeah, but okay, well, I get that, but sometimes the providing thing, it's not necessarily where you start. There's a bit of a journey to this, yeah? So sometimes, and obviously this is not in Brenda's case, because she wants it to be ready-made, and that's absolutely fine as well. But I come from a background where I've seen mum and I've seen my dad grow.
Yeah.
So I have I have that financial insecurity where I need a man that's got money because I know how to work with a man to generate money.
Yeah.
I don't have that, oh my God, he needs to have money now. The way I see it is obvious it's going to come.
Yeah.
Because I've already checked his mindset. I already understand that he's got that get up and go and 100%. I know where he's going. And with my help, he's definitely going to get there. Yeah. So I've got no issue with him needing to be set right now. So I will marry him and we can do the journey. That's fine by me.
Okay.
So you don't mind essentially, just off the cuff of that, like you don't mind kind of investing your money and things like that into his projects and things like that.
Do you know
get
what?
him to a stage where he's now
Possibly it might be that that could possibly happen.
Yeah.
Possibly, but if I'm investing in it, this becomes now a family business.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's as much it is his as it is mine.
Yeah.
But that wasn't really what I had in mind, but I'm willing to do that as well.
Yeah.
But when I say like the growth, I'm here for the growth. It doesn't you don't have to be ready. And in fact, I don't really know anyone that is particularly living a lifestyle that I would want, who met somebody and it was off the jump, they were there.
Yeah.
And most,
it grows.
I don't know anyone really, but it doesn't mean it doesn't happen. Of course it does.
Yeah,
but
even
most of it, realistically,
Exactly.
I think there's going to be a bit of a growth element there.
Okay.
I feel like even with the partners that are already established and you meet them already established, they'll always still
Be more
come
to
with
acquire.
but they'll always still come with their baggage per se, or their their struggles and whatever. So that ride is never going to be easy. It's like almost like pick your struggle, innit? Like,
Yes.
pick which one. Like, I'd rather that the guy is already established and he's, making enough so that when we combine ours, it makes financial sense.
Like my dad.
Rather than me trying to build up this guy when I've already tried to, I'm at a stage where I've already built myself up. I don't know. For me,
My dad only started his business when he was
much.
like my age now.
Yeah.
So obviously...
Yeah, I know,
You
but
know the work my
it's a
dad
different
does.
generation though. Remember, like, I think
So
women back then were more willing to kind of now.
No, I'm not saying that.
know.
I mean, my dad has always been a provider, but what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say, he definitely didn't start off being able to provide the house that,
that he's built.
that the family have now, or
Yeah.
the holiday homes. No one started off with that. Do you know what I mean? It didn't
Yeah.
start. He definitely didn't start there. But my dad was a visionary. My mum was supportive of this vision, and by hook or by crook, it was going to happen. It was going to get there.
Yeah, I love that.
And it wasn't by hook or by crook. It was very honest living. But
Yeah.
the point of the matter is, there was that determination. There was that vision. So, and I've never saw my mum having any insecurity. She
Fantastic.
100% trusted that my dad would get there.
Yeah.
She never had any doubt.
Yeah.
Sounds like he was very masculine in his energy. Like he was very much.
Oh yeah,
like,
100%. Yeah, my dad was very masculine.
Like, yeah, do you know what I'm saying? But it's like the men of today, no disrespect, but a lot of them aren't as masculine anymore. So they,
So they want soft life.
so they want soft life. They want soft life. So unfortunately,
For
we're
you
in a-
to be
we're in a
convinced,
position
yeah,
where,
you don't want to trust someone's
Exactly.
vision or trust it.
it's a bit harder to
you want to
accept
see
that is
it
a realistic
already
outlook.
accomplished. Yeah.
Or an outcome to
Yeah,
be.
I
It's
get
a bit
it. You don't want to
unrealistic,
trust,
yeah.
he's going to get there.
not.
'cause
And that's what I mean.
It's
I
just
don't
big
mean
talk.
any offense to anyone
Yeah.
that's, trying to fight for their, independence or whatever of their life. But it's just, I would rather pick the struggle of, right, this guy's already got something going on. We can work together to continue that.
maintain it.
And maintain it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Than starting from scratch. Like, I just...
Fantastic. Okay, ladies.
much.
So we're going to see out the episode with one last question/statement.
Okay.
Okay.
This time there's no yellow flag.
Okay.
Straight up red flag or green flag.
Okay, we can shout it out.
All right, you want to shout out?
Yeah, let's shout it out.
Contestants, flags at the ready. Your mother-in-law wants to stay with you after you've just got married to teach you how to be a wife to their son.
Red flag.
Got it.
That is vile.
Got it.
Okay.
So that concludes red flag, green flag. Thank you for watching W Lounge Podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm Chrissy.
I'm Bree.
I'm Riri.
And we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.